Okay, so let's check. Nice to see you too. I think we can slowly start today's webinar. It's 1 minute past 5 p.m. So welcome everyone. Some people might be still joining during the webinar, but we can start now. Today we have a topic, KOMPAS-3D Essentials, a guided tour of key features in 2026. I will start with a small set of rules. I would like to ask you to turn off the cameras, to mute your microphone, and if you have any questions or any feedbacks, write them in the chat. We have a live chat during the webinar, and our today's speaker, Katerina, will interact with you during the webinar. She might ask you some questions or ask you for some feedbacks, and you can provide your replies in the chat using the live chat. And we have also a poll prepared for you to complete the survey, so that in that way we can understand a little bit better your background, your experiences with the software, and we can shape the webinar then accordingly. And I would start with a brief introduction of our platform, WiredWhite, what we do and why we do it. So WiredWhite is an engineering platform. It is a network for engineers that guides individuals through the entire process of becoming an engineer. So we, in that way, enable a knowledge exchange, and we bring students or customers together with engineers, with experienced engineers, with partners on our platform, and we provide them the necessary tools to collaborate, to cooperate, some project management tools, team collaboration tools, to make sure that they have all the instruments to work together using our platform. And why we do it? Because we see our mission as electrificator worldwide. We try to accelerate the process of electrification, and we strongly believe that it is possible through enablement of such a platform, of such a edtech engineering platform that provides the tools on one side to collaborate, and also helps to exchange the knowledge between engineers, within the engineering community, to make this global cooperation possible. And I would like to welcome our today's speaker, Katerina Busheva. Couple of words about Katerina. Katerina holds a master's degree in electrical engineering. She brings over 8 years of experience from various industrial companies. And for more than 12 years already, she has been a member of the KOMPAS-3D team, dedicated to advancing training and methodologies for KOMPAS-3D and other software solutions. She's also an author of several dozen online courses designed to help users to work with the tool, to work more effectively. And she developed the KOMPAS-3D certification system, enabling professionals to assess and validate their skills, their skill levels. And through her work, Katerina empowers users to master engineering software, KOMPAS-3D, for instance, with confidence and precision. So very welcome, Katerina. You can, I think, screen share your display now, and you can take over the presentation.
Thank you, Dmitry, for introduction. One moment. Can you see my presentation?
Yes, we can see.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Let me start. First of all, let me introduce KOMPAS-3D. It's a CAD system created to solve engineering design tasks. For more than 35 years, we've been developing and continuously improving KOMPAS-3D along with our other products. And today our team includes over 1,500 employees, with more than 500 that are dedicated specifically to research and development. We operate offices across Russia and the CIS and collaborate with partners worldwide. Our customer base now exceeds 16,000 companies, ranging from small businesses with a single license to large corporations managing more than 1,000 licenses. And a few more numbers about our flagship product and the main focus of my presentation, KOMPAS-3D, a powerful CAD system. Today, more than 12,000 corporate customers, from individual entrepreneurs to large corporations, use KOMPAS-3D successfully. And over 3,300 educational institutions teach their students how to design using KOMPAS-3D. And with 100,000 downloads per year, it's easy to say that someone downloads KOMPAS-3D roughly every 5 minutes. This slide highlights the wide variety of industries where KOMPAS-3D is applied. All of these models are real products created by our clients. Since 2003, we've been organizing the annual 3D modeling expert contest for professional users of KOMPAS-3D and its applications. The competition brings together both independent participants and corporate teams. You can explore the winning products. You can see them right now on your screen on the contest website. And this site is in Russian, but standard browser translation tools make it easy to view in your preferred language. So, what's inside KOMPAS-3D? Let's take a closer look. The current release is version 24. Every CAD, KAE, or CAM system is built on a geometric kernel. Ascon subsidiary C3D Labs developed the C3D kernel, one of only 5 kernels available for licensing worldwide. KOMPAS-3D is built on this kernel, and thanks to it, KOMPAS-3D ensures high performance, stability, and independence. You can find more details on the C3D Labs website. You can see it's addressed in the bottom right corner of this slide. KOMPAS-3D consists of base components and additional components. The base components are a system for part and assembly modeling in 3D space, a 2D editor for designing drawings and scheme, and a text editor. Additional components include various applications that allow you to solve specific tasks. What makes KOMPAS comfortable to use? First, its interface. You can customize it to suit your personal preferences. You can choose a dark or a light theme right now on the screen, and you can adjust and create your own toolbars and panels. KOMPAS-3D has a special mode for this. It's easy to add a new panel here and drag and drop all your favorite commands into it. And of course, you can assign shortcuts for actions you often repeat to help you optimize your work. Performance. High speed and productivity when working with large assemblies were the core concept of one of the previous versions of KOMPAS-3D. We continue to develop this idea, and each new version is faster than the last one. KOMPAS-3D provides working techniques and specialized tools for handling large assemblies, such as layout geometry or component load types, for example. Right now on your screen, you can see a real project that was designed one of our clients. It's a large enough assembly. It consists of more than 60,000 components. The exact number you can see on the screen. And this slide highlights impressive large assemblies created by our customers completely in KOMPAS-3D. And you can see how many components are in each of these projects. And next, let's talk about functionality, the largest our topic. KOMPAS-3D supports several types of 3D modeling. They are solid modeling, surface modeling, sheet metal modeling, and object modeling. And now I'd like to offer you a quick question before we dive in. Do you use any of these modeling types in your daily work? Type it please in the chat, solid, surface, sheet metal, or maybe all of them. It will be interesting to know. And that's great. Solid, sheet metal, object. Okay, feel free, don't hesitate. It will help us to understand each other better. And I'll return to my demonstration. Solid modeling. Solid modeling is creation of a complete three-dimensional model that defines the full volume and physical properties of an object. Solid modeling usually begins with a sketch. Based on the sketch, we create basic 3D geometry. Then we add volume by extruding or revolving these sketches. And finally, we add elements such as fillets, holes, or ribs to complete the digital twin of the real product. Models can, of course, be parametric in KOMPAS-3D, as shown with this simple brick model. By changing parameter value, we get new blocks. In this way, one model can contain many variants of a part or assembly. Here, I'm changing the number of the holes for this brick, and at the moment, it's being rebuilt, and we can get different parts as a result. And I'd also like to highlight some new features introduced in version 24. They may not be the most important additions, but they are certainly spectacular. One feature allows you to assign a range of values for certain matings. This means you can limit the movements of assembly part to realistically imitate the working positions of a mechanism. You can see it on this slide. Another feature lets you modify a component's shape according to its position in the assembly without changing the original source file. The deform command enables you to edit certain operations of a component and save the result directly inside the assembly, while the source file remains unchanged. Here on the slide, on this video, I'm changing the shape of this pipe to connect it with the components of the fuel line. It's flexible. The next modeling type is sheet metal modeling. It's creation of models of thin walled parts made from sheet material with features such as bends, flanges, and the ability to generate a flat pattern for manufacturing. Using sheet metal modeling in KOMPAS-3D, you can design a wide range of parts such as housings for appliances and electrical devices, shells, brackets, and much more. Essentially anything that can be produced from sheet metal through bending and stamping. And of course, you can generate a flat pattern of the part to prepare it for production. Surface modeling is creation of a model using only the outer surfaces of an object without defining its internal volume. Surface modeling is most often used in aircraft manufacturing, shipbuilding, transport engineering, and in the design of consumer goods and technological equipment. Typically, surface modeling begins with a kind of frame composed of special curves and points. Based on this frame, surfaces are created. To convert surfaces into a solid, you can add thickness and assign a material. If the surfaces form a closed volume, you simply knead them together to obtain a solid. One of the most popular commands among our users is rounding surface. It creates a transition surface between two selected surfaces that cannot share a common edge. This command is constantly being improved, offering various settings to control the shape of the rounding surface. When discussing surface modeling in aerodynamics or hydrodynamics, we should also mention the built-in tools for visual analysis of surfaces and curves. On this slide, you can see the results of curvature checking displayed as a curvature plot. And a little bit, we will see the result displayed as a color map. Here it is. These tools allow you to find optimal geometry for a curve, identify areas of maximum curvature on a curve or a surface, and check continuity types at curve junction points. Object modeling means using pre-made parts to create a product without relying on sketches. These objects can be modified quickly and easily, and they contain a lot of useful information designed to behave in specific ways. With applications, you can extend the possibilities of KOMPAS-3D. Apps allow you to add pre-drawn objects such as pipes, gears, fasteners, or springs, and other shapes directly into your 3D model. On this slide, several applications are shown. You can find more details about these apps and other on the ASCON website. And if you have a unique issue or a typical task that you'd like to optimize, and you know Python or C#, for example, you can create your own functionality using the API tools for KOMPAS-3D, and there's no need to purchase the API. It comes built into KOMPAS-3D. And here you can see a demonstration of an application developed by one of our customers to streamline the design of scaffoldings. This app includes a library of standard elements and provides a kind of magnetization effect when positioning an element. Of course, it makes the design process faster and more intuitive. Here's one more question for you. Have you ever needed to recreate a model from a physical object with no original drawing or file available? That's essentially what reverse engineering is about. Has this ever come up in your work? Let me know in the chat, please. Many times. Unfortunately, I can see at the same at once my presentation and chat, so I've just stopped it to read our answers. So I can see that this theme is popular enough among our audience, and I can continue. I hope it will be interesting for you. So you know what it means, and anyway, let me give you a definition. Reverse engineering is the act of dismantling an object to see how it works. There are a variety of reasons to do this. For example, reverse engineering helps recreate critical parts when original documentation is missing or the manufacturer no longer exists. Reverse engineering usually starts with 3D scanning. 3D scanners generate point clouds that are converted into meshes. An approach to reverse engineering using KOMPAS-3D consists of several steps. We'll begin with the ability to read different formats such as STL and OBJ. After importing such models, KOMPAS-3D converts them into polygonal objects. Right now, you can see one of such objects. These objects are represented as triangular meshes. They describe the surfaces of 3D object with high accuracy while requiring minimal computational resources. The options for working with polygonal objects are limited. You cannot edit them, or they are not transferred to drawings. However, you can take measurements between vertices and snap to the vertices while creating some new geometry. What else can we do with the polygonal object? The surface adjustment command allows you to generate parametric surfaces by approximating selected regions of a mesh model. On this slide, you can see, on the right, you can see this original polygonal model, and in the middle, there is the result of such an approximation. And then you can connect the surfaces and transform them into a solid body. We are constantly improving the deviation analysis command, and it allows a comparison between two objects, for example, a path and its polygonal model. You can adjust precision and deviation ranges, and the calculation will produce a color map as a result. Drawing and reports. KOMPAS-3D includes a functional 2D editor. It allows you to generate views from the model or create a drawing from scratch without using a 3D model at all. You can create either a parametric drawing or a draft without parametric constraints. When a drawing contains associative views generated from the 3D model, from the 3D assembly model, you can also generate a bill of materials and place it directly into your drawing. And if you prefer to abandon drawings altogether, you can create a so-called model-based definition model by adding product and manufacturing information directly to this 3D model. Usually, software developers use their own proprietary formats to save 3D models and design data. These formats are closed, and other CAD systems have very limited ability to read them. At present, there are no tools on the market that allow complete transfer of all data from one CAD system to another. In most cases, only geometrical data can be transferred. KOMPAS-3D allows you to work with such format through special converters or by using universal data formats such as STEP or IGES. Working with imported geometry is one of our priority themes. We continue to develop data exchange tools and tools for direct editing of geometry without design history. KOMPAS-3D provides several scenarios for working with imported models. Let's take a look at some of them. One option is to insert a model in a proprietary format directly into an assembly. Right here on your screen, you can see that I've just inserted the bracket model. It was created in SolidWorks, and now it has been added into KOMPAS in its proprietary formats. KOMPAS creates a kind of geometry representation of the model that remains linked to the source file. It's not possible, of course, to modify it in KOMPAS, but if the source file is changed in the CAD system where this model was created, the changes will be reflected in KOMPAS-3D. The model elements can be used as a base for placing other components or creating new ones. Another way to work with imported models is to modify them using direct editing tools. These tools allow you to refine the model without design history. This is the reducer housing model. It has no any design history. And right now I've deleted the whole by using special direct modeling commands. And I'm going to move this inspect window hole upwards. It works this way. A further scenario involves using a special application called 3D model recognition. This application enables you to recreate the design history of an imported model. The recreated history will not be identical to the original, since Kompas generates it according to its own logic. You can see how this process works on the current slide. And to help users smoothly start working with KOMPAS-3D, several resources are provided. You can see them on this slide. The first 4 in this list, including offline help system, are built into KOMPAS-3D. On the right, you can see the Academy page with KOMPAS-3D courses. And you can take them for free. And of course, you'll find several KOMPAS-3D courses on the WiredWhite platform, and you can take them for free too. It's also possible to validate your KOMPAS-3D proficiency level and receive an official certificate. More details are available on the certification page. This service is free. You only need to register on the site. Another important direction of development for KOMPAS-3D is the version for Linux. Our team is working on it, and we expect the result in 2027. And one more question for you. It would be interesting to know if would a Linux version of KOMPAS-3D be interesting to you? Version of Kompas for Linux. Let me know in the chat. Yeah. Okay, feel free to write your answers. This information will be very useful for us and our team. There are different opinions. Finally, let me summarize the key points that demonstrate why KOMPAS-3D is an excellent solution for engineering challenges. KOMPAS-3D is a professional CAD system built on its own geometric kernel, which ensures performance, stability, and independence. KOMPAS-3D delivers high productivity when handling large assemblies and complex geometry, supporting a solid surface, sheet metal, and object modeling. You can purchase a perpetual license at affordable price, paying only for the components you need. A 30-day trial version allows you to explore the system, and the intuitive interface together with free resources makes it easy to start working effectively right away. There were the highlights I wanted to share with you. And before we go to your questions, I'd like to remind you that every participant in this webinar is entitled to request a 180-day trial version of KOMPAS-3D. And to claim yours, simply write to the address shown on the slide or on the WiredWhite platform, and mention that you attended this webinar and would like to receive a 180-day trial license. So, if you have some question, feel free to ask.
Thank you, Katerina. Thanks a lot for that presentation. Yes, dear attendees, colleagues, if you have some questions, just
Dimitri, should
post
I
it in
stop
the chat.
sharing? Sorry.
Yes, I think I can switch to the slide from my presentation, and then we can move on that. I've seen that previously someone was raising a question before. Just scrolling up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was from Oleg. He was asking about new features in the latest version and the stability as well. If the latest version is more stable now.
I think every new version is more stable than previous one. It's our team is working on it constantly, and they try to do every next version more stable than previous one.
Yeah, sounds reasonable. He's also asking regarding the ventilation system design.
Do you mean a special application maybe that you know about, or you because
I'm just checking if Oleg is still in the chat. Oleg, if you are still in the chat, if you're still with us, you can basically elaborate a little bit regarding your special application, the ventilation system design. I guess you've presented, Katerina, that there are some options to work with add-ons or apps.
Apps, yeah, there are pipelines. So I think
anything that comes into your mind regarding ventilation systems, maybe.
I'm not sure about different special apps. Definitely for specifically for ventilation systems. I'm not sure.
Yeah, basically.
I can consult with my colleagues. What can we offer for solving this task? And maybe what was Oleg can write about it more, and we can answer him later with our colleagues. Maybe he can describe his specific task.
Yes, sounds like a good plan. Yeah, we will follow up on that with Oleg.
Feel free to write to this address, and we will try answer you.
Yes, absolutely. So we have another one in the chat about how easy it is to switch for the long-term user between SolidWorks or from SolidWorks to
How
Kompas.
easy it to switch for the long-term user of SolidWorks? It depends, I think, on a person. How deep this person with SolidWorks, and of course, I think if you are used to a definite system, and you have been working with it for all your life, it will be very difficult to change it because of a habit, at least. But anyway, basically, all 3D, on my opinion, all 3D modeling system use the same principle. There are several most used commands like extrude, revolution, something like that, and most users usually use these specific operations So I think it would be difficult enough to appreciate a definite period of time that can be required for a person. It depends on your skills, your preferences, but I know many people.
You can definitely import files from SolidWorks, right?
Yeah,
you have
in my
covered that on.
presentation, yeah, I've just shown it. It wasn't about import. There are different scenarios of working. One of them, as I've shown you in this presentation, you just add your SolidWorks part to your assembly, and you don't change it. You don't create a twin, a compass twin for it. It stays in its original format. And if you partner or colleague one day decides that they need to change it, they can change it in SolidWorks, and all these changes will reflect in Compass in the Compass assembly.
Oh, it's nice. So basically, it's just a question of getting used to the interface of the software tool itself, right? To be able to find the right function, the right button, let's say, in the interface, like where do I save the project, where do I create a new project, where do I like add a new primitive or a new element. So this is basically about the interface.
Yeah, I think this starting of using any software is based on its interface, first of all, because basic principles of 3D modeling are the same.
Right. Very similar, right? I agree. Yeah, so basically our recommendation would be to Dusan just start using that, and you will get try it. Yeah.
We all have our own preferences, and the best way to try.
Yeah.
Especially now we offer to try 180 days. It's a half of a year license, and I think it will be enough for you to understand if it's easy for you or not, if you like it or not.
Absolutely. I agree with you, Katerina. The next one, we have also very interesting question regarding the most impactful feature compared to the latest release. So you have the 2026 version, and you have different new features compared to the previous version of KOMPAS-3D. So what do you think is like the biggest, let's say, impact that you have in 2026 on the engineering community?
It's a popular question. It's a good question. And at the same, it's a complex question because it really depends on what you do every day and which tools you use, what task you solve. Many of our new features are the result of client requests, and it means each of them matters to someone. They ask, we do. So the result. I can highlight a few small, but on my opinion, meaningful and nice improvements that can benefit every KOMPAS-3D user. For example, for me, I really like to sort field. Anyway, I can show you if I share my screen.
Yeah, please.
Why not? Because I think it's easier to explain and show at the same time.
I will stop sharing. Yeah.
You can see KOMPAS-3D. Some of them I've already shown you, and these little improvements, like I can find any command now that I need. It's very convenient for me. Another, not very maybe important, but it's very comfortable new feature for me. It's a possibility to use Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V. I can select any component in my assembly, for example, press Ctrl+C, and I can insert it into another assembly. It's very intuitive. Of course, our team constantly improves speed of working, and I've shown you these very large assemblies that were created by our users in KOMPAS-3D, but it's impossible to show in this format. The rounding surface command, which I mentioned earlier, remains one of most popular features. And one of our advantages, I'd say, it's the diagnostic tools that are built in KOMPAS-3D. You don't need to purchase them separately. One new command that is very useful. It's an opinion of our clients. You can check. You can find small size faces or self-intersection that are difficult to spot visually.
Very nice. Yeah, I like this search function a lot.
Yeah,
one of the most useful ones.
It's fine, but it's really important to the devil in the details.
And yeah, and coming back actually to Dusan's question, it will make this transition easier from SolidWorks to Kompas, since you can search for functions now in the latest version.
Yeah, we offer many courses. We are ready to help you to answer questions. So
perfect. So we have a next one asking regarding some practical examples when to use parametric modeling versus direct modeling.
Practical examples.
Yeah, maybe some examples from your experience where you say, okay, in that particular application, on that particular case, I would recommend using a parametric model or a parameterized model.
Yeah.
And in that particular case, I would recommend using like direct modeling.
I understand you. What you mean? I'll try. If you're designing a product from scratch, any part of a mechanism or a component of an assembly. And one more example that we used in our courses that is on your platform. It's about rotor elimination sheet. When you need to try working of a part of a mechanism in different with different parameters. Parametric modeling is the right choice. It gives you full control over the design, and any change you make propagate through the model automatically. You can manage this model completely. And for example, it's about parametric model. And I think it's in the majority of cases, it's the right choice. The second case about direct modeling. For example, you need to purchase a component for your product from a supplier. And they have sent you the model in step format, but you are not satisfied with it and you need to adjust it slightly. For example, you need to change the number of holes or move a boss by a few millimeters. In this case, you can quickly refine the model using direct modeling tools and send it back to your supplier to show them what you need. I think it's practical using. If you don't say about these cases when you have a detail and you need to produce it for your work, you have no documentation. I try to give a more original example.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Katerina. Do we have another questions, colleagues, attendees? Please write it in the chat if you would like to discuss something or you're curious about some other features from the latest release. Or maybe using, let's say, models created in different CAD workbenches or programs. So it's the best time to ask Katerina. I will just quickly change to my presentation. So just we have a next one. Regarding modules for PCB design and routing.
Wires, tubes, now we have, and on this slide, with apps, Pipelines 3D, it's for pipes. If you mean design for routing electrical wires, unfortunately in Russian, no, we have it only in Russian, sorry, in English. We have it only in Russian, and I hope it will be.
So stay tuned.
Yeah.
Stay posted. And,
of course,
this is definitely planned, right? This is definitely planned in the next ones.
Yeah, it is in our plans. Maybe later.
Perfect.
Thank you for your questions and for your activity in chat.
Yes. Thank you, colleagues. I'll just switch back to the presentation. In the meanwhile, if you have something coming into your mind, you can still post it in the chat. I will just go ahead and continue with the slides for now. And I will just briefly introduce you also additional options to use the WiredWhite platform. As Katerina mentioned, you can request 180 days license of KOMPAS-3D 2026. You can request it directly via email that Katerina presented on the slides, or you can write us a message on the platform, and we will forward this request to Kompas team, and we will basically provide the connection how to get this 180 days license. And after the webinar, we will also distribute the presentation, distribute the materials that we have presented and the video recording. So you can also check it offline after the webinar. We will send an email around to all the attendees, and you will have it also at your availability. And regarding the WiredWhite, we have a special, let's say, goodie for webinar attendees, a special offer. We have prepared the discount code WiredWhite 10. Using this discount code, as I mentioned, you can purchase an online course on our platform. You can see we have also KOMPAS-3D courses, which are free of charge. You can learn KOMPAS-3D for beginners on the platform, so it's for free. If you would like to go deeper and check some other CAD software tools, you can also, let's say, explore regarding additional, let's say, FEM tools, or it might be additional computer aided engineering tools such as MATLAB. So we have all different engineering courses for engineers, for our community on the platform. And we have also online tutoring as an option. So if you have any particular question regarding your application or your project, or your maybe educational project at the university, your scientific project, you can always schedule a private tutoring call, private consultation call with one of our members on the platform, and you can basically solve your problem or your task together with one of our platform members. That would be it. I will just check the chat really quick if they have anything new. I think not at that time. So I think yeah, we are around about at the end of our today's webinar. Katerina, do you have a final word for our attendees?
I'd like to thank you for having me and our audience for joining to us. That's all, I think.
Yes, also big thanks from my side to Katerina for giving us this speech today, for introduction of capabilities and features in KOMPAS-3D. In the latest release was very interesting, very educational. Thank you so much, Katerina, and thank you also, dear attendees, for attending the webinar, for tuning in and checking with us capabilities of that powerful CAD tool. So I really enjoyed that one, and stay tuned. Also stay posted. We will have definitely some interesting follow-ups for you, some new webinars on that topic. So please, be posted and let's stay in touch. And thank you so much for joining today, and we will see you in the next one. So thank you, and we will wrap up now.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.